facts. If there's no political opposition to be seen against Netanyahu, or substantive, no leader to emerge, it's because the whole population agrees with what Netanyahu is doing. If he were simply doing it, as Western commentators like to say, because the longer the war goes on, the more time it will take for corruption charges to be lodged against him until he wants to stay out of jail. If any of that were true, the other Israeli generals and senior officials would simply mount a campaign on those grounds, that he's just trying to protect himself. They're not saying that because they all agree with his policies. We have to be honest about that. They all agree with his policies. That's the problem. It's a lunatic state and a lunatic society. And we should be as free about saying that as we would say about Nazi Germany beginning in around 1943. Now, Nazi Germany, you could say there was extenuating circumstances. What do I mean by that? It was a totalitarian state. It did control all the media. And by 1943, the Germans are clearly beginning to lose the war. And in places like Stalingrad, Leningrad, thousands, if not more than thousands, of German soldiers are freezing to death in the snows, the winter, the Russian winter. And also on the domestic front, there is new deprivations, the restrictions the German government, because it's losing the war, are putting on consumption and things like that. Okay, and the totalitarian German media, Nazi media, are saying it's all the fault of the Judeo-Bolshevik conspiracy. It's the Judeo-Bolshevik conspiracy, and they're hearing it over and over and over again. So you can understand, I'm not excusing it, I'm just saying factually, you can understand that at some point they've gone crazy and they hate the Jews, and the Jews are causing our soldiers to die in the Eastern Front, and blah, 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 blah. Israel is not a totalitarian state. Israel probably has the highest usage of the web per capita of any country in the world. Now, you could say it's true, the Israeli media are painting a very false picture of what's going on in Gaza. But you know, you're a young man, you know that most young people don't get their information from mainstream media anymore. They get it from the web. Israelis are perfectly aware of what's going on.